So guys, here we are. We begin with a new career mode and I've decided to go with AC Milan. Now, before anyone goes crazy, it was only two teams that I was interested in doing. One of them was AC Milan and one of them was Monaco. Now, on Twitter, I asked what most people wanted and it was pretty split. I would say 50-50. But what I've decided to do is do both of them. We're going to do AC Milan first. We're going to try and win the Champions League with them within a couple of seasons, and then we'll go over and do a Monaco career mode, so you can look forward to both. But right now we are starting off with AC Milan, and you can see here I've already put their new signings into the team, and we've got a lot of new signings. Sorry, we have Silva, Andre Silva, that is, from Porto. I've brought Niang back from his loan. He's at Watford at the moment, I believe, but will be coming back, of course. There's a bunch of other players that they've signed already. Kessie on a 2-year loan with an obligation to buy, so he will be permanently an AC Milan player after 2 seasons. I think it's just a way for AC Milan not having to pay the money up front, if that makes sense. We have Deulofeu for a season loan. Obviously, that's just part of the career mode database. I couldn't do anything about that. Whether I will try and keep him permanently, maybe try and sign him, I'm not too sure. But the other signings, of course, are Rodriguez at left back. Even though he's a centre back in the game at the moment, he can still play left back, of course. I think towards the end of the season he was playing centre back for Wolfsburg. We have Musacchio as well from Villarreal. He looks like a very good signing for them. 83 rated, 25 years old, goes straight into the first team. Now, I know this is going to be a very controversial topic. Donnarumma, probably the best young goalkeeper in the world right now, and he's been in the news recently because he has decided he's not going to sign a new contract with AC Milan, and a lot of people think that's a terrible decision. I agree. He should be staying with AC Milan just for a couple more years, at least a couple of more years, and then move on to a bigger club. Not that it gets much bigger than AC Milan anyway. I mean, they're still one of the biggest clubs in Europe. They've got such a huge, successful history. But clearly he thinks he can maybe get a bit more money elsewhere. Well, he will. And win more trophies. It's as simple as that. So I need you guys to vote today. Today's vote, we're going to do a lot of voting throughout this series. I really want it to be decided by you guys. A lot of the transfers, things like that. But today, do I sell him or do I keep him? Let me know what you want me to do. I mean, Donnarumma would be a great player to have in the squad. He has a massive potential. I think of 92 right now, which is pretty crazy. So keeping him makes sense for that reason. But if you guys really want me to go down this realistic route, which I think I do want to, then I should probably sell him. So let me know what you guys think. Now, looking at the reserves, we do have a lot of players that have come back from loan. So we've got Mastor back, 65 rated. We've got Mauri. A lot of players that might not quite cut it, and I might, offer them in deals. I need to get this squad going because, if you look at it, although it's a very strong squad, there are a few players in there that maybe I could do with replacing and, of course, training them as well, because this team is nowhere near good enough to win the Serie A and they are nowhere near good enough to win the Champions League. So Bacca will be up front for now, although I do plan on getting Silva in as soon as possible after I've trained him a little bit maybe. Niang will definitely get into the squad, but this is the squad for now, guys. Now let's go through the objectives because that is important. We need to find out what we're going to have to do in our first season. So I've seen already it's quite difficult. Youth development is only medium, so it's one of our least prioritised objectives, and that is just within 2 seasons have at least one player from the youth academy signed in the first season, play at least 50% of games in the next season. So this is over 2 seasons. It's a long-term objective. Brand exposure, however, is a huge critical priority. So again, 90 million euros in earnings within 1 season. So that's 90 million euros. That's quite a lot of money. Long-term is earn 20 million through media earnings. So prize money, things like that. Financial is medium. Short-term, finish the season with a profit margin of 100 million. We've already got 23% of that. So I'm sure that's achievable. I'm not too worried about that though. Financially, I think I am going to have to invest in this squad. Domestically, they want me to reach the quarter-final of the Italian Cup and they want me to finish in the top 4 in Serie A, which shouldn't be too much of an issue, I think, in the first season. And Continental, they want me to qualify for the Champions Cup, of course, top 4 in the league. And long-term, it's within 2 seasons in the Champions League, reach the semi-finals. So overall, I think we're good to go. I think, although it's quite strict. Some of these seem a little bit hasty. I'm sure we can make some of them happen. And if we don't, then hopefully we won't get fired. It just means that our manager rating won't be too great at the start. So I guess the first thing I need to do is have a look at some players that I can sign. We'll go ahead and look at the market, see who's available, and identify what positions and what players I need to bring new players into. So looking through the team, I think I've identified 3 positions that I need to improve in. So one will be right wing. I love Suso. He will be my first team right winger. He's actually a very good player in career mode and in real life, and he has a very nice potential, but I'm looking on my reserves and also on my bench. I don't really have a backup right winger, so I think we're going to go with someone in that position. I've got a few in mind. Also, I'm looking for a CDM. I think Montalivo, although he's still probably more than good enough to be in this team, he is 31 years old, and at the moment I've got the youngster Locatelli in there, so it might make sense to go big and get someone really, really good in that position who can come in, play in the first team while Locatelli gets better, you know, so instant powerhouse, you know, right into the team to go alongside Kessie and Bonaventura. The other position I'm looking to improve in is right back. I think De Sciglio, very, very good player. I mean, I love the fact he can play left back and right back. He's the current captain of the squad. I think I'd like to get another right back because Abate, again, very decent player. He hasn't been as good over the last few seasons as we all thought he would be. He used to be one of, you know, FIFA favourites. You know, really was one of the favourite players to use in the game because he was just so rapid. But these days, I don't think he's actually that great, and I'm definitely looking to bring someone else in. And of course, if Donnarumma does get sold, if you guys want him gone, then I need to bring in a new goalkeeper, and that will be difficult. He's hard to replace, he really is. So I've got a few players on the transfer list already, on the short list, sorry. We have Conti, he's been linked with AC Milan, and I haven't seen too much of this guy, but apparently he does look like a very good player, and apparently he's on his way to AC Milan. It looks like it's almost done, actually, as I'm recording this. The other player I've added is Florenzi. Obvious choice. Very, very good player. And he would be sorted. You know, he would be our right back for this series. It's as simple as that. CDM, I've got Nzonzi. He apparently is on his way to Juventus. So if I could hijack the deal and maybe get him to come to AC Milan instead, that would be a great signing. If that doesn't work, we've got Fabinho. I think he will be leaving Monaco this season, but it looks like he could be going to Barcelona or some other top clubs, but maybe I can hijack that deal as well. And then for right wing, I've gone with Neres. I'm also thinking, hopefully I'm saying that right, by the way. He looks like a very good young player, perfect as backup to Suso. But if I can't get him, I might go for Adama Traore, although he's recently joined. Otherwise, I might just go with someone else. I'll think of something. But I kind of want to get this guy because I am yet to use him. And I don't know, he looks like he could be a really good player. Is he left-footed? He is. So he's going to cut in on that left foot just like Suso does. And he can play on the left as well. So it's kind of, it's a good choice. I think all of these players could really do well coming into the squad. So we're going to scout Conti first and scout Fabinho and Neres. But I think I'm going to go ahead and make an offer for Nzonzi. He's exactly what we're looking for. A player that can come in, do the job straight away. And he's not going to be too expensive. We've got a budget of around 70 million euros. And look at his wages. He's so cheap. So, I don't know if I'm able to offer a player that I'm no longer looking to keep. So maybe Paletta could go. We've got Zapata as well. Not too keen on him. See, the problem is, guys, I'm not going to lie. I don't watch too much Italian football. And I haven't done for a little while. So some of these players may be performing really well in real life. And they're big and popular players with AC Milan fans, but I don't know too much about it, so I kind of need to go off stats, their age, whether they're going to be good in certain positions. I'm thinking I might actually try and do a swap here. Kuka with Nzonzi. He's worth around 10 million, so if I can throw in, like, let's say 15 million plus Kuka, or Kuka, let's see if that goes through, and it would be, I think, a good idea to get rid of a player that I'm not too keen on, you know? I might put an offer in for Florenzi and just see what kind of money we're talking here. I think he would be a very good signing, but Conti also looks very good. So we're looking at 25 to 30 million. I'm going to offer Paletta. He is 30 years old. I have used him in FIFA, actually. Very solid defender, but I've got to think over the next 2-3 seasons doing this career mode, I need players that are, well, better and a bit younger maybe. I think around 28 years old or less would be an ideal signing. So Paletta plus, let's go 12.5, and let's see if that's something they could accept. Florenzi would be a very, very good signing, though. He could possibly play in a 3 at the back formation as a right wing back, basically a right mid if I decide to go down that route. But we'll wait for Conte, Fabinho and Neres, their scout reports to come back before we make any solid decisions. We're not taking part in a pre-season tournament. I thought I already have more than enough money, and it means we can get straight into the series. And straight away we get 2 offers turned down. So they're not interested and they're not interested. Okay, fair enough. We might just sell those players separately. Let's go in with a strong offer. 24 million for Nzonzi. That seems like a fair deal. His value's 19, so we're still paying a nice amount for him. Now, Florenzi, this could be a little bit harder. Is there anyone else that I could offer? Maybe I could go with Antonelli. I think I might go with Antonelli. He's worth 5 million. So let's up this to 15.5 million. Hopefully they'll accept that. Maybe Roma do need a left back. Probably not, to be honest. But you never know. It's career mode at the end of the day. Youth Academy. Do I want to start a Youth Academy right now? Oh, for God's sake. It's been rejected again. 35 million for Nzonzi. That seems like a lot of money. And they want 34 plus this player, Antonelli. That's also quite a lot of money. So I'll try a little bit more of a cheeky offer there. 23.5 plus Antonelli. Again, though, I'm not going to accept this deal until I'm happy and I've seen Conte's overall, things like that. Do I really want to pay 35 million for Nzonzi? Arguably, he could be worth that. I think he's going to Juventus for 40 million. So I'll go in with 28 million. Let's see if we can get him into the club. He would be an absolute rock in our midfield. And it would mean Locatelli can get into training and he will play games still. And it just means that we're strengthening in that area. 5 emails now. There you go. Both have been accepted and we get some scout reports back. That's good news. Let's have a look at these players and see what we're dealing with. I think Conte's around 78 maybe. Let's have a look. What? He's 75 rated. Okay, is he going to be good enough? I think for once, guys, I'm not going to go with, the younger player with high potential. I think I'm going to go with Florenzi. I think he's going to instantly bolster this team defensively. And then we've got Fabinho. He's going to be around that 20 million mark. Neres is only 4.7 million. So I'm going to make an offer for him. He's showing great potential. He would be a great player to have. And he's not going to be too much money. So I'll go in with 5.5. It's a little bit of a cheeky offer. But let's see if Ajax are happy to let him go. We'll still wait on Fabinho because he might be the better choice. Although I don't like the 2-star, 3-star. That kind of does bother me. I think Nzonzi might just be the better choice at this point. I don't know. It's so difficult. Do I go for both? Do I need both? Probably not. And there you go. Ajax have accepted. Fantastic. So 15,000 per week. Absolute bargain. And we've got our new backup right back. Providing he actually signs the contract. He might not. But at 73 rated, I think he could do well for us. And there's the Fabinho report. He is 81 rated. So he's a little bit lower. Of course, he's a little bit lower than Nzonzi. But his potential is way, way higher. Okay, that's good to know. Sevilla have accepted 28 million and 23.5 million has gone through as well. So we definitely want to make this happen. I'm not too sure if this is very realistic or not, but I think I've got to do this for the series. I need to make sure that my defence is absolutely solid, especially when we're coming up against big teams, in the Champions League and in the Serie A. So we'll go with that. 28 million for Nzonzi seems like an okay deal, I think that's around about the price I'd go to. 30,000 per week, 3 years, crucial first team player. Let's get him on 4 years. Why not? I think this series will be 2 or 3 seasons long and then we'll move over to Monaco. So maybe that's another reason not to use Fabinho because I'll use him in the Monaco career mode. Oh, wow, he's declined. Okay, so we're going to have to offer him a bit more money. Let's go in with 35. It's still really cheap, to be honest, for an 83 rated player. 4 years, crucial first team player. If that doesn't go through, I will increase the bonus per goal. You won't score anyway. And Florenzi's accepted. So, boom, there we go. We've got ourselves our first proper signing, guys. Another defender. So that's 3 new signings for AC Milan at the back already. That's going to be huge. Let's have a look what he looks like in the team. De Sciglio can drop to the bench instead of Abate. And then we can get Florenzi in. So we do have already just a stronger squad because of this. Florenzi goes right in there at right back. Next to Musacchio. Romagnoli will hit 80 no time soon. He's a really good player. Rodriguez on the left. And then Bonaventura. Hopefully Nzonzi. Kessie, Suso, Bacca and Delafeu. And then, of course, we've got Silva, Niang, Fernandez. We've got some really, really good players in this squad. But I am thinking, do I still want to do something with Montalivo? Maybe do a swap deal and get a different CDM to be on the bench? I don't know. I think what we're going to do, though, is have Locatelli drop to the bench as our new CDM. And, of course, Nzonzi goes into the first team. That would be the idea. And what do we think about Bonaventura being captain? I might change that. I don't know. Neres has accepted. There you go. So that's another signing coming in. I'm only going to make 3 signings now. And, of course, a 4th if we need to change goalkeeper. But I don't want to, overwhelm the squad with new players. I don't need to. We've already got so many great players in this team. And look at that. Javi Martinez has gone. And Zonzi's declined again. Okay, let's go in with 30. Let's go 40. 40,000. If this doesn't work, maybe I do go with Fabinho. But 20%, 3 years. Let's not do 4. Maybe it was something to do with that. Maybe he doesn't want to tie down to 4 years. It is quite a long time, to be fair. So let's go ahead and advance. Let's see what happens. Javi Martinez wouldn't have actually been a bad signing. I wouldn't have mind getting him in CDM. But there you go. And Nzonzi has accepted. So we'll go ahead and do the deal. And we are left with 14,100,000 per week on the wages. We've still got a bunch of players that I can sell, including Donnarumma, who would go for quite a bit of money, at least 20, 25 million in career mode, I'd hope at least. So Locatelli can drop to the bench for now. Montalivo drops to the reserves. And Nzonzi comes in. Neres can play. I think, what do we do here? I'm thinking maybe we drop Fernandez. He is 30 years old. I think I've got more space for someone like Locatelli and Pasalic to play instead. So I might do that. And then we've got 2 really good wingers that can come in and play. Yeah, that's ideal. So things are looking good right now. I need to decide on players that I want to sell. But now that we've got Nzonzi in midfield, I'm just feeling so much more confident. I thought Locatelli and Kessie, it's a little bit weak for what we're trying to do here. So Nzonzi comes straight in there. And it's a big deal. That really is. That's going to help us so much. So let's put some players up for sale and see what we can do here. So Donnarumma, 18.5 million is his price, his value. I'm hoping we could get maybe close to 30. We've got Storari. We'll go ahead and try and sell him on. I don't know if he's a bit of a legend at the club, but it's career mode. He's 39 years old. We're not going to be using him. I'm going to keep all of my centre-backs except from maybe Paletta just because of his age. So we'll transfer list him and see what offers we get. I might just end up keeping him, to be honest, but we do have a lot of centre-backs. Maybe I'll let Zapata go as well, because I'm looking at wages, I'm looking at their value and their age. Our 2 oldest centre-backs, we could probably do with losing them. We'll keep our left-backs, we'll keep our right-backs for now. Do I want to make any changes here? So we've got Bertolacci, we'll keep him, Bonaventura. Fernandez is only on loan. Okay, I didn't realise. Oh, yeah, he's Fiorentina. Of course he is. Okay, so we're going to keep him for the season, of course. Kuka, I think I might go ahead and try and sell him. Although, his stats are pretty nice. I might keep hold of him again. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about some of these players. I need to use them first, really. But if a big offer comes in, it'd be silly not to. I believe this guy's over on from Chelsea. Yeah. We've got Polly there. We'll keep him. Sosa, 31 years old. He's recently arrived. Okay, so we'll keep hold of him. What is Polly like? So he's kind of like an overall box-to-box player by the looks of it. We'll keep him for now. We've got Ocampos on loan. He's come over from Marseille. Okay. Neres just joined. Suso, Bacca, Lapadula. I think he did okay last season, didn't he? I looked into AC Milan's stats a little bit to see their top scorers. I might be mistaken, though. And, of course, Silva, a new signing. We'll definitely be using him. So I think for now, those are the players that we're going to try and sell. It's been a good start. I've really missed career mode. I know I haven't uploaded career mode in about 2 weeks. I needed a break from it. And it's good to be back. I do love career mode. I couldn't be without it. So don't worry, career mode's not going anywhere on this channel. It was just good to take a little bit of a break. But it looks like our first game is coming up very soon. And I think it's Juventus. We get an offer here for Kuka. And it's 9 million from Everton. All right, we can get a little bit more out of this. Let's try maybe 12.5. I think that's a fair price. I know his value is a little bit less than that, but Everton will surely have a bit of money to spend. Okay, that's that done then. And it is Juventus. And it's a cup final game. So this is definitely a game I want to win. And it gives me a chance to talk about the camera issue. And there you go. They've matched it. Easy money, guys. Easy money. We're not doing press conferences. They're useless. So basically, if you guys didn't know, and I've just noticed actually this is an away game, so it doesn't matter, but the stadium, the San Siro Stadium in FIFA, there's an issue with the camera if you play on co-op like I do, the co-op camera angle. It does this weird kind of floating motion, and you can actually get motion sickness from it. So I'm going to have to change my camera angle in this career mode. Normally, I'd scare away from doing that, but I'm going to do it for this career mode, and I'm going to try and get on with it as much as I can, because I've played on co-op for so long now. It's going to be weird, but I will try and get used to it. We're going to get into this game against Juventus, though. Our first game of the season. We're going to go... Well, actually, I should probably use... Oh, that's a bit of a difficult one. They're quite similar. I'll tell you what, I'll play against their blue, just so it's a bit easier to see. In fact, I'll play against their white one. I love that kit. It is so nice. So for this game, I want to bring in Silva. I want to try all of my new players. Is there anyone else that I want to really give a go in this match? I don't think so. I'm not too worried about the other players. So Silva comes in. Basically, this is going to be my lineup for this series, although Baka might start a couple of games here and there just because he's 83 rated. He's very good. But let's see how this team gets on against Juventus. Of course, we're staying on Legendary for this series. Hopefully, I will be able to score more goals. I know I don't score too many. I get a lot of 0-0s. I'm going to try my best to be as attacking as possible. We've gone with the 4-3-3 formation, so that should help a little bit. But most of all, I hope my defence is better because it was pretty shocking in that Nottingham career mode sometimes. But let's jump into the game against Juventus. One thing I mustn't forget to do is adjust the squad numbers. Now that I've signed a couple of players, I might need to change some of them around. And of course, I'll do the boots as well. Some of them are out of date. Look at Florenzi. He's got some weird Nike boots that no one ever wears, but these things don't really matter. I'm just really OCD about boots and stuff and numbers. They all have to be matching numbers to their real life counterparts. But let's have a look at this Juventus team. I've seen Khedira, Chiellini, players like that. I don't know what kind of lineup they're going with. It could be a 4-4-1-1, something like that. I think that's what their default one is at the moment in game. Let's have a look. So they have gone with Alexandro down that left side. Marquisio's captain today. Asamoah plays. Dybala and Higuain. And it's a 4-2-3-1. Okay, so Dani Alves at right back. Sandro left back. Chiellini and Bonucci. It's a very strong team. It really is. And they will be favourites to win this game and win the league effectively. But this is the new camera angle, guys. Look at it. I'm going to have to get used to it even in away games. I'm just going to keep it on it. It's so different. I'm totally not used to this, but if you're not used to it, don't worry. We will get used to it. It's just the way it's going to have to be because I'm not going to sit here feeling sick for the next 3 weeks as I'm recording these. So, yeah, hopefully you guys will be okay with it. And let's score some goals and not concede any, please. Oh, no, not a good start, though. Jeez. Straight away, Higuain's got a chance here. He's holding me off so well. No. Oh, what a tackle by Masaccio. Well done. On his debut, what a tackle. Here come Juventus again. Oh, I've backed off well, and Romagnoli's done well. Let's get on the break now. I see Suso. Let's see if we can play him in. That's a lovely pass. I think it's Asamoah trying to get back. We'll cut back onto his left here. We'll pass that inside. Here's Bonaventura. That's surely a foul. All right, we've got a free kick on the edge of the box here. This is a nice position to have one. Do we go with Suso? I need to learn who my best free kick takers are. So looks like Suso or Bonaventura could be the best choices. Rodriguez. Forgot about him. He used to take them all for Wolfsburg. Let's see if we can get this on target for our first goal. Oh, I tell you what, it was not far off. Very close. And Zonzi on the ball now. Over here to Suso. Into Kessie. I'm loving this team already. It's playing well. Here's Andre Silva. Play that one through here for Bonaventura. Can he score it? Yes, he can. What a way to score our first goal, guys. Across the goalkeeper. Lovely finish. I've got to keep him captain. He's probably one of our best players, if not our best player. I tell you what, Buffon had to do better there. We're 1-0 up. Already looking good, guys. Oh, and Zonzi. That is why I brought him in. He's going to be so good for us. Here he is again. We'll play it inside. Here's Andre Silva again. Oh, wow, look at this. It's just opening up for us. Juventus are being torn apart. Here's Suso. It's a pen. We've got a penalty, but I could have scored. What's it going to be, a yellow or a red? Is it going to be a red? It's not even a yellow card? No. What's going on? Nothing. Wow. But I was really confused. I thought the referee played on because I still had possession. I mean, it's a penalty. There's no doubt about it, but That was odd. Okay, who do we give it to, though? Do I give it to the captain, Bonaventura? Penalties are 68. We've got Rodriguez. I mean, Rodriguez, he's going to have to be my set-piece taker, isn't he? And do you know what? I'm going down the middle. Put a nice bit of power on it. Oh, straight at Buffon, of course. You guys know my history with penalties recently. It's not good. I just don't seem to score them very often. By the way, I am digging this camera. I really am. I'm starting to get used to it already. And now here's Florenzi. Try and get a ball in the box. It's not bad. Bonaventura's in. Oh my God, it's 2-0. Guys, we are absolutely decimating Juventus here. Something is just clicking. This feels really right. Maybe it is the camera angle. Maybe I'm just finding it easier to see what's going on. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't played in 2 weeks. I literally haven't touched FIFA in 2 weeks. Maybe I just needed a really long break to cut out some of the habits I was getting into. I don't know, but we're 2-0 up right now. We're destroying them. And there is the halftime whistle. Oh, this is good, guys. I'm feeling really good about this. I feel like the signings I've made, the signings that AC Milan already made, of course, have gelled really well already. I'm really enjoying it as well. And there you can see, it's been a bit closer than I was expecting to see. I thought we'd actually dominated very well. But don't forget, at the start of the game there, they did look pretty good. So it's okay. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. 2-0 is actually not that much of a lead against a team like Juventus. Who knows what's going to happen in this second half. Oh, see, look, I've missed a tackle and he's going to get a shot away here. Dybala, and no, he hasn't scored. I'm pretty sure Donnarumma was beaten, but it's just gone wide of the post. And straight away, we could have been, 2-1. That would have been a bad start to this second half. Look at their passing, by the way, 100%. Are you mad? Okay, so Juventus are a different team in this second half. I don't know what's happened. All of a sudden, I'm really struggling to keep the ball. Higuain's had a lot of the ball as well. Here's Pjanic. Oh, that was a good tackle in the end. But I've just got a feeling that if I'm not careful here, they're going to score. And before you know it, it could be 2-2 or something crazy like that. So let's just take it easy now. There we go. Out here to Suso. Into Andre Silva. Through for Florenzi. What a ball that is. This is too easy. Is it going to be 3-0? Yes, it is. Florenzi on his debut. Oh, my God. Okay, that's put it to bed. We're going to win our first trophy already. I know it's not the biggest trophy, but it's a trophy. And it's beating Juventus 3-0 right now. 3-0. Florenzi, what a start. Oh my God, look how many players they got forward. But look at that. Oh my God, I'm getting so lucky. I really am. Let's see if we can make it 4 though. Let's get that over the top. Here's Delafeo. We're going to have to win the header. He's done it. And Zonzi plays it into Kessie now. Put that one through for Delafeo again. That's a lovely ball. Back in for Kessie. Is it going to be 4-0? No, Buffon makes, I think, his first save of the game. Wow, that was pretty crazy. Juventus looked like they were going to score, and then I just get the ball and counter. That's a decent cross, and Buffon collects it. Just 12 minutes to go. Let's make some subs. Let's get some fresh legs on. We've pretty much won this game. So I'm going to bring on Locatelli for Nzonzi. I'm going to bring on Bacca. And who else do I want to bring on? I might just bring on Neres and see how he gets on in his first bit of action. Let's see if these 3 changes can maybe get us that 4th goal. Go on, Neres. Make that run. There you go. He's in already here. He's definitely got the pace. Alexandro's quick, though. He's getting back. Get it into the box for Bacca. Ooh, Bonucci. Luckily, it wasn't any closer to his own net. Let's get the ball in now. Bonaventura with the cross. He's on a hat-trick, remember. Hasn't quite worked out. Here's Locatelli with his first touch. Let's pass it onto the right side. Get a cross in. Oh, on the outside of the boot, but no one was there. Just 3 minutes to go now. 2 minutes to go. This match has gone very, very quickly. No, just blow the whistle. No, come on, ref. Honestly, I feel like we've played 5 minutes of added time, but Higuain gets his goal. We don't get the clean sheet, which I guess it's kind of fair. Juventus have still had opportunities in this match. Let's have a look at the replay here. Higuain just goes on a run. I just couldn't do anything about it. And it's a very decent strike. And Donnarumma nowhere near it. So unfortunately, no clean sheet. But it doesn't matter, guys. The ref's going to blow his whistle. And we are going to win our first bit of silverware of this series already. A 3-1 win against technically the best team in the league. One of the best teams in Europe. Very, very decent. And it's pretty fitting that man of the match, Bonaventura, gets to lift the trophy. Captain. And he scored 2 goals today, which was very impressive. It's not the biggest trophy, but who cares, guys? It's the first trophy of the series. And there you go. This team, I've got a good feeling about this, guys. We're building something good here. Really, really good start. And we've already won some money, which is pretty good. It's not too much. It's only 1.5 million euros, but hey, it's money. It goes towards the objective and it ends the episode nicely. So thank you so much for watching the first episode of my new series. It's a little bit old school, a little bit more chill, this series. I'm just going to be talking and playing. Hopefully you're going to enjoy it. There'll definitely be longer videos. I might stream some of it. So yeah, just make sure you're subscribed, guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.